Hello and welcome to Todd Rolls Dice, where it's time for another Sunday preview. And as you can see, we're heading back to the Ash Wastes. But before we get into what's coming, this is a preview of everything that will be going up for pre-order on Saturday the 15th of March, which means they will be releasing Saturday the 29th of March. Now I know that this video isn't going to be for everyone because it is purely focused on Necromunda with one or two other bits and then a little bit of Warhammer TV Plus at the end. That's what I'm going with now, Warhammer TV Plus. It covers every angle. So if you're here for 40k, if you're here for AOS, unfortunately this week isn't for you, but Necromunda fans, we're getting some cool new miniatures. So we're kicking off with Tribes of the Wastelands. This is the army book, or gang book, for the Ash Wastes. Ash Waste Nomads, I think they're called actually. So this gives you all of their profiles, their champion profiles, exotic beasts, hangers-on, hired guns, and a new trading post for the Ash Wastes, or the Wastelands, and more. And it will be available in hardback and ebook formats. The hardback books are so stunning. Every single one of the Necromunda books I've had over the years have just been, they are the best books that Games Workshop produce. Hands down, miles apart from anything else. So if you're into these, definitely worth checking out the book. We're also getting the Shadar Hunters and the Anthromite Spine Worms. Yeah, the worms are freaky. And we saw were they originally painted up as bone knives? That makes them even cooler. They're so Dune inspired, these guys. Think grimdark Fremen. The Fremen are pretty grimdark, but their suits and things, certainly in the Villeneuve films, they're very clean. These guys ain't that clean. These guys are just gritty, filthy. They're using repurposed tech, but boy do they look good doing it. So they're coming. These are I think they're probably going to end up being specialist level for the Ash Waste Nomads gangs. We're also getting the Ash Wastes weapons and upgrades sprue. These are really nice kits. You can see a different variety of weapons there. I don't know what that one is. Looks like some sort of magnetic or a pulse gun or something maybe. Unsure. There's like a Star Wars-esque shock rifle there. Obviously an auto gun. Maybe they're like taser prods on things because they do coerce animals and stuff. But these guys just have that Star Wars-y, desert-y vibe. I mean, look at that. That's a bolt pistol, but that just screams Star Wars Bounty Hunter, I think. And so does this cannon here. I'm guessing that's a flamer. Not entirely sure, but still, just, yeah. They're so individual, and yet they're so cool. Really nice kits. Nice to see these coming. We're also getting the Thanatos pattern fortified hab module, so this ties in with the Ash Waste scenery that came out a few years ago. And I love it. It's just a shame that Games Workshop scenery is so expensive. But this is really cool, and the extra weapons and things will have rules, which is very, very cool. The Zone Mortalis Ruined Underhive sector is coming. I thought we'd already had this. Did we not have this? Or is this just more of 72 individual pieces? But this is very Hive Secundus. I don't know. I'm completely thrown on that one. Or maybe it's just a bigger box, because I don't remember there being that much in it. But we've seen these pillars before. But again, beautiful, stunning scenery. Ash Waste, gang dice, and tactics cards. Simple dice, bone and light grey. I kind of like it. The Necromunda dice is cool as well. It's one of the few Games Workshop systems that uses its own dice mechanics. And then tactics cards if you want. You don't have to buy the tactics cards, they are also printed in the book. But you know, it's up to you. But it's 18 tactics cards and 8 blank fighter cards as well. And then Black Library, we have German language Black Library books, 2 Dan Abnett books, Double Eagle, and Titanicus is coming in ebook, but translated into German. On Warhammer TV Plus this week, we have a new episode of Painting Desk in which heavy metal painter and Slayer Sword winner Gavin shows off some of his collection, including the skink that netted him the top award. From that little snippet, that's very well painted. I can see why he's heavy metal. Deep Strike returns with an episode going behind the scenes of Return to Cadia, the short that dropped back in January. A little late on that one, that should have been a week after or 2 weeks after. But hey ho, they don't understand timings. And then we have Battle Report, which is presenters reminiscing over their favourite battle reports. I don't understand the idea of the show. They just don't have enough content to talk about battle reports in a, hey, remember when we did this battle report? I think it's a stupid idea. I said that when we went over the article in my last week in Warhammer video. The battle reports are good, but they're just not hitting like battle reports found on YouTube, for instance, do for me. But yeah, if that's for you, then check it out. There's also going to be a Necromunda takeover this week. Thank God, it's finally time for the Wastes to rise and Necromunda to regain its crown as the greatest game Games Workshop ever made. So they're taking over WarCom with a new reveal. We had one last week that was really cool. I'd love to know what this one is. They're going to take a look at the Tribes of the Wasteland book, which we will be covering on this channel, and also details from the Warhammer studio on how they designed the Ash Waste Nomads. That'll all be interesting. And it's finally here. The leaks may or may not have been correct, but next week we will be getting the next 40k balance update as well. Which project? So the dice, it looks like the dice are delayed in Australia as well for the Necromunda stuff. Oh, and okay. The models and the dice are delayed in Australia, I'm afraid to say. Oh, this shouldn't be a tough one because there isn't a huge amount being shown off here. But my pick of the week absolutely has to be these guys. I just love the poses. I love the weapon options, the little pets that they have. Just running around with bone knives, giving the Ash Wastes more of a close combat-y vibe as well. I think that these are really cool, and maybe not as soon as they go for pre-order, but at some point I do want to pick up Ash Wastes. I want to run Ash Wastes gang. But actually I want to use them as sort of NPCs, but like floating around the world for a couple of game ideas I've got. I think they'd be the perfect aesthetic, a mix between these guys and the original Nomads, and the pets and things. They just make a really cool enemy faction to be going up against. So yeah, they're my pick of the week. Let me know what you think in the comments. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.